Hello and welcome to the Twin City Film Fest 2023 Red Carpet. I'm Susan Chambers and I am here with the VHS 85 film crew. And this is our director,
How's it going? Hey, I'm Mike.
Mike Nelson. And who would you make?
I'm the director of photography on the film, Nick Junkersfeld.
And I heard there were 5 directors because there's 5 different segments to this, correct?
Yes, so the VHS movies are all made up of short segments, all done by different genre directors. And so VHS 85 is the sixth installment of this long-running franchise. I think the franchise started in 2012, and this is the sixth movie in total, the sixth feature of all these shorts. I think now uh, David Bruckner, who's a director on this one and produced it as well, I think the last time we spoke, he said that there are now 31 short films total that make up the scope of the VHS franchise.
So how did you come up with this VHS idea and where did you get your tapes?
Okay, so I'll start with the idea. It had to have been, what was it, 2021. I got a call from one of the producers of VHS, Josh Goldblum. I had met Josh at a film festival called Cinepocalypse when I premiered my first feature, The Domestics. And, I stayed in touch with Josh, but, it wasn't like we weren't talking day to day. So, he calls me out of the blue and he's like, Mike, we're doing another VHS movie. Do you want to pitch like an idea for it? And I was like, absolutely I do. So I had some ideas on my computer that had kind of just been gathering dust, decaying, if you will, and with really no spot to make them. Like I was like, my idea that's in VHS 85 was like, I kind of wanted it to be a feature, but it wasn't like, it didn't have enough to be a feature. And I was like, what do I do with this? And I really loved the idea. And I had a rep at the time who was very, very like, Mike, this is a great idea. Don't let it go. Whatever you do, just hang on to it. Something will happen. And I was like, okay. And sure enough, when I was given the opportunity to pitch for this, I pitched this idea. And Josh was like, absolutely. Like, this sounds awesome. And they were like, yeah, go write it and go make it. It was like, and I'm kind of like, what is happening? I'm like pinching myself, like this isn't real right now because I loved the VHS movies and to be a part of it is a huge honor.
So now here's my next question. You must have did a few different cameras to create this movie because of the VHS part, right?
Because of the nature of the found footage genre. This is a one camera movie, but the found footage genre is just, there's almost no boundaries to it. So, for example, it could be a person with a camera and then it could cut to a security camera on a wall and then another security camera. So the freedom is there to do that. This film didn't need that. This was a group of friends with one camera passing it amongst each other.
The segment that we worked
segment
on.
that he made, and I think the term, correct me if I'm wrong, is anthology.
Yes.
Yep. For a VHS film, they're an anthology, so it's it's a group of shorts put together.
Of these 5 segments, is there any differences between the 5 segments? In filming, in
They're all-
creating?
Well, I should say, first of all, I have not seen it yet, so I'm super excited. I get to see it for the first time. Obviously, I made our segment, but I have not seen it all put together, and I know that the nature of this franchise is that they're intercut very creatively. There might even be things beyond that to tie it together. So I'm super excited to see that, but I have no idea what the other 4 are. But I guarantee they're nothing like ours, and I guarantee they're all unique. Yeah.
That's what's so cool about this franchise and these films is when you go and you watch a VHS movie, it is this grab bag which adds to like the horror of it all. Like you're just like, I don't know what I'm going into here, and I don't know what the next nightmare I'm going to watch is. So like when one nightmare ends, you're like, okay, I'm going to the next one. I have no idea what's going on here, and that's where the fun is. You know what I mean? And so yes, every single director gets to put their stamp on their segment, and And then there's kind of like in this one, what's cool about it is you have to look at it like, we all had those VHS tapes um, in our cabinets that like you'd pull out. You're like, okay, oh, there's an episode of whatever coming on tonight. I'm gonna tape that on this tape, but it accidentally taped over a little like bit of like family home video that you act. So this what VHS 85 acts as is it's kind of like a tape over. So it's as though somebody had a random tape and they found all this weird nightmarish footage, um, and they recorded it all on this tape over existing stuff that's on the tape.
I've had that happen to me.
So I mean,
Birth
it's
of my
something
daughter.
Yeah, I mean, it's exactly. I mean, you can relate to that. Like, and that was our approach for this one, was to make it this grimy, it was on a dusty shelf for how many years, and it was finally unearthed. And what were all these things, and how did these things get on? Do we answer that? Do we even need to answer that? We'll just stay for the horror of it all. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So Amanda Day cast this. Hello, Amanda. I heard you couldn't be here. Great actress. Speaking of actors, we have a couple of them here tonight, correct? Are they going to sneak onto the red carpet? No?
I think you might have
Okay.
a hard time with the
We are
strike.
not having the actors come on because of the strike, but hopefully you'll have a chance to see this film. It sounds really intriguing. Thank you so much for the interview, and I can't wait to see your film.
Thanks for letting us premiere it here with all the Minnesotans who got to make it with us. Like, this is incredible. Like, I've wanted this to happen for so long, and being that like everybody that was a part of this, so many, like 90% of the people that worked on this were our segment were Minnesotans, and to see so many of them here, to see all of our hard work go into it, I'm so excited.
And we haven't had
No, as filmmakers, no. I mean, the last movie that we shot together was in Ohio, so it's like to be able to come back here and shoot a movie with Minnesotans is such a.
the goal.
Are you from here, or are you in Ohio now, or?
We're Minnesotans. Yeah, this is.
I've seen you before. Well, thanks for tuning in. This is Susan Chambers at the Twin Cities Film Fest 2023.